When Bungie bans you in Destiny 2, you stay banned forever. There is no getting unbanned. Once you've broken terms of service in any way, shape, or form, you are banned from that moment till the end of time, it would seem. Now, in every other social media platform that exists, when you do get banned, usually there's an appeal process or there's a sort of like statute of limitations, right? We've seen some of the worst people get banned on Twitch, and they've been banned for up to 5 years and then get unbanned. I'm trying to think of some exceptions. There's maybe a couple. It kind of depends on how egregious the ban is, right? So now what's being questioned is, should Bungie ever unban people that have been banned in the past? Let's give an example. If you got banned in Destiny 1 for whatever, who knows what you did, all right? You threw solar grenades at the Templar's feet. Not that that's actually a bannable offense, but let's say you get banned in Destiny 1. Should you still be banned 11 years later? Does it really carry on forever and ever? Or should Bungie put a sort of time limit on it, right? Like, you know, you served your time, right? You spent time being banned in not so fast prison. So will you ever be freed? This is what Salt de Grepo has brought up on Twitter. Now, he's a multiple time world's first champion in Destiny 2. And he's also the one responsible for getting div nerfed, according to the casuals. He says, "Yo, at Destiny 2 team, more than a year has passed, and with Destiny not seeming to end and us entering a new saga, is there ever going to be a time where my friend Cruz will be allowed to make a new account and play Destiny with us without fearing to be target banned again?" So if you don't know what he's talking about, his friend Cruz here was banned in Destiny 2 because he had cheats on from another game. I believe it was art money, and it would give you, like, I don't know the exact details, but it would give you currency in another game. I believe it was RuneScape. And when he launched Destiny 2 to check out Xur, he had it still running in the background. So BattleEye, being an absolute potato of a program, flagged him as cheating and banned him in Destiny 2. Now, this sparked a ton of controversy because some said that this was completely unjustified. Like, the guy did not cheat in Destiny 2. He just had a cheating program open from another game. Others argued that art money could theoretically be used to cheat in Destiny 2, and maybe he was trying to use it for that purpose, which is still just absolutely insane. Like, what is he trying to do with art money? Like, give himself more glimmer in Destiny 2? Like, let's be real here for a minute, all right? A multiple time world's first raider is not using hacks and cheats to get more glimmer. They're going to care a lot more about their account. Generally speaking, that's my opinion. While I know people will say, well, you don't have any evidence to support that, I would say to that, you're right. And that's why it's just my opinion, and you're allowed to have a completely different opinion. You're allowed to say, no, I think this guy is totally a freaking cheater. That's perfectly fine. He wasn't the first teammate of Salt de Grepo's to get banned as well. You had another guy get banned. I believe that was Slap, but that was for account recoveries. So that guy was a world's first raider with Salt de Grepo. So there's a real black market inside Destiny 2 for recoveries and people doing crazy things. Few people have fallen victim to that. So now that his friend was banned and you understand the context, should he ever be unbanned? Salt goes on to argue, I understand that there is a ban evasion policy, which means if you get banned in Destiny 2, you cannot create a new account and come back into the game. That's not how that works. You don't just get banned on your account and then just create a new one the next day and get back in. If you do that, that is technically ban evasion, and at any point in time when Bungie realizes that you've ban evaded, they will then ban your new account, and so on and so forth. You can't just keep getting back in the game. We learned about this from Bakken Gangsta, especially. He had a lot of accounts. So he goes on to say, outside of wild TOS breaches, I don't see the issue with someone making a new account as long as no rules are broken again. So what he's saying is that, you know, if you did something so egregious that it was really obvious why you should get banned, like you literally like are hard cheating and clearing world's first or something crazy like that, like then you definitely deserve to be banned forever. But if you did something as simplistic as like the art money thing, it's like, is it really that bad? I mean, I would say that you can't really compare the two. There's degrees, right? There's a hierarchy of how you got banned in Destiny 2, right? From like the worst thing you could possibly do to like the least offensive thing you could do. We can all agree that there's a hierarchy, and the end result is the same. You get banned, but it seems like the punishment doesn't necessarily always fit the crime, right? No matter what, when you get banned in Destiny 2, you are permanently banned. And maybe they should change those rules. We'll see. His infraction was in no way malicious nor harmful, and should have never been a perma. I believe that Bungie does sometimes, when you have like really bad internet, they won't permanently ban you. They give you like a restriction for a period of time, like 2 weeks or a month or something, where you like can't play Crucible or something like that. So there are restrictions that can be placed on you, but when you break terms of service, it's not a restriction. It's just you broke terms of service, so you're banned. He goes on to say, respectfully, everyone that gets banned in this game but still feels like playing blatantly ban evades, and the policy is never ever enforced. So what he's saying is everyone that gets banned, they just create a new account. There's nothing stopping them. They create a new account, or they go and they buy an account, you change the name on the account, and you just continue playing Destiny 2. A lot of people are doing this. The only people that can't do this are people who are in the spotlight. So for example, if I got banned, right, I would not be able to just like buy a new account or start a new account, because I stream and everyone would just figure out what my new account is. Like, it's stupid. Like, it would not work, right? So if anyone that's in the spotlight, like a content creator or someone that's known within the community, gets banned, they don't have the ability to ban evade and work around the system like others that are, you know, not as known can do. It feels unfair that outside of some egregious exceptions, he is the only person to be told never play again just because he is known. Now, I don't know if he's the only person. It's just his situation is so unique, and still to this day it ruffles a lot of feathers because a lot of people really did not agree with his ban, myself included. Felt like it was kind of unjustified, or at least maybe Bungie should have looked into a little bit more. A good example of this as well is that like Leopard decided to, for whatever crazy reason, use NordVPN to network manipulate the witness and post a clip on Twitter about it. And that is a literal breaking of the terms of service. And when Leopard did that, Bungie did not ban him. They just gave him a warning, and that's it. So you kind of see a little bit of favoritism here, where if people that Bungie like break terms of service, they just get a warning. But if people that Bungie don't like break terms of service, they get that hard, not so fast. That's pretty scummy. Like, we can all agree, right, that if you're gonna enforce the terms of service with an iron fist, Bungie, and by all means, you have the right to do so. It's your terms of service. If you're gonna enforce it with an absolutely brutal iron fist and ban people like Cruz, then do so across the board. Because if instead you choose to give certain people that you like or have favoritism towards a cute little warning, a little slap on the wrist, and say, haha, don't do that again, that really comes across bad. Like, you're going to lose a lot of good faith from the Destiny 2 community, and you've already lost it. It's gone. A lot of people don't trust you. A lot of people don't like you for the situation. As much as I know it's harsh to say, that's just the truth of the matter. A lot of people, this situation is kind of the flagship situation of like, what the hell are you guys doing? This is a really bad situation here. Could Bungie unfuck themselves with the situation? Yes, they could unfuck themselves by unbanning Cruz, or at least setting a statute of limitations. Like, all right, you're banned, and after 3 years, you can come back in the game. Let's see what happens here. This isn't even about day one raids, TBH. We have already played 2 raids without him, doing very well, and we have a solid team of 6. So what he's trying to just argue here is that he's not just trying to get his friend back in because he needs him for the raids or for some sort of selfish reasons. He just wants his friend that he played with for many years to get to play again, because obviously when you're a world's first raider, you take the game seriously, and getting banned is a pretty wild thing to happen to you, right? There's also not even a guarantee he would even want to play D2 again. I just miss the day-to-day gaming with my friend, that's all. So Cruz might not even want to return, which is something that we have seen in the past when Bungie has issued false bans out. We actually saw a guy, he was the owner of D2 Gunsmith, the website. He ran the website that helped everyone decipher the god rolls that they were looking for in Destiny 2, and Bungie mistakenly banned him. He was so unhappy about it that even after they unbanned him, he said he would never play this game again, and he has since left. He just left altogether. He said, I'm not going to stand for a company that would mismanage that badly. And they apologized, they unbanned him, and they even tried to play with him in-game to convince him to come back, and even still, he just said no, he was done. A lot of people, when they get banned, they don't come back because they're just like, it's just such a slap in the face, right? It's such a slap in the face. So he goes on to say, also, don't even try to say this is me asking for special treatment. As I mentioned above, he is getting the opposite of special treatment, since anyone that ever gets banned, even if actually guilty of cheating, not his case, can just make a new account, only he can't. So he's arguing again is that anyone that gets banned just creates a new account. They participate in ban evasion. This is an extremely common practice. Everyone knows about this. Countless people do this. I have had several people come to me saying, hey, Lucky, I got banned. I created a new account and this is my new username. And I'm like, what? What happened? How did you get banned? It just happens a lot. You know, I don't endorse cheating, of course. I don't endorse ban evading, but it's just become very commonplace. Bungie will not ban you immediately afterwards. They might find you in the long run, though, so you might have to think about your decisions because you might invest another 1,000 hours in the game and then get banned again all of a sudden, and that would really suck. For a lot of people, it's the end of the road. The last bit he says here, I know this post probably won't get a reply, but I want to try anyways. The whole situation is just so unfair, and whenever I think about it, it just makes me sad. And he goes, and I know most of the community is on his side. Thanks for that. So obviously, Saltgrepo is just advocating for his friend who got banned and kind of wondering if there would ever be a situation where there could be a ban reversal or people who get banned and maybe there's like a classification, like you can get a tier 1 ban, right? You could get a tier 2 ban, a tier 5 ban, right? We should have a 5-tiered system for bans, Bungie. You know, you would like that, right? We've just changed the whole loot system to a 5-tier system. And in that situation, Cruz's ban would be a tier 1 ban, right? And people who download hard cheats and fly around and farm 1,000 wins in trials, we'll call that a tier 5 ban, right? And we'll throw a few other categories and things that you can do that will earn you a tier 5 ban. You know, a tier 5 ban, you're banned for life. A tier 1 ban, you know, maybe you're banned for a year. Maybe you're banned for 3 years, you know? You typed in some mean stuff into the text chat, you get a ban for a year or something like that. I don't know. There's varying degrees of terms of service violations. I could see Bungie doing something like this, but it would also require them to do more work. And I don't know if they're particularly interested in that. I wish they would, though, because Cruz deserves to be unbanned. Hashtag free Cruz. Let's see what the replies are saying here. This guy says, just give it up. It's not going to happen. And the more publicity you raise about it, the less likely Bungie will do anything. Sony especially will make that so. And it's just better if he moves on. Damn, this guy is pessimistic. This guy says, give it up, bro. He's gone forever. And Salt says, he moved on. I'm never going to let it go, though. It's too unfair, and I dislike unfair things. That's a good reason to keep advocating for it, right? And I myself, although I'm not friends with Cruz, I didn't even know the damn guy. I just read about the situation. I thought, wow, that's extremely unfair. And I, too, will always advocate for Cruz to be unbanned from now until the end of time, until the issue is actually resolved. 10 years from now, we'll be beating a dead horse talking about it. I don't think anyone will care, but we'll still be talking about it if the topic is brought up because he was unfairly banned. He was, in my opinion. This guy goes on to say, give it up, man. He's banned. They don't reverse decisions after appeal. Damn, everyone's just like, shut up. You're wasting your time. This guy says, I know the rules are the rules, but I think me and my friends are special and the rules shouldn't apply to us. With all the disrespect intended, go F yourself. This guy is going crazy. Twitter is a wild place. What does Salt says? He says, no, I'm saying the rules should either apply to everyone or to no one. Right now, they are only applying to him. Damn. This guy says, on the bright side, one less cheating douchebag to have to deal with in Destiny 2. Holy shit, dude. Saltgrepo awoken the hive with this one. He messed up, dude. He messed up. It's crazy to me how much people will not investigate a situation. They just don't care. Their mind is made up. It's over and done. The guy's a cheater. Fuck him. Get effed. F you for advocating for him to get unbanned. Where is that mentality? I just want to know. When people get banned and then it is proven that they did nothing wrong and Bungie reverses the bans. I wonder what the two brain cells that are working up there decide to do in that moment where you're like, he got banned. He's a douchebag. He's shitty. And then it's like, wait a second, the ban was reversed. What does, it's like, how do you process that when you come up with this weird conclusions, right? We know that Bungie has falsely banned countless people. They have admitted to that. It has happened many times before. They have reversed those bans. They have reversed them because it happens. They reverse bans. It is a thing.
There are some people that they don't reverse the bans for, like Bach and Gangsta. He will be banned forever, and rightfully so. He's a tier 5 in my opinion, right? A tier 5 ban. Cruz here did not deserve the ban. This guy says, so to summarize, you are saying, despite the ban policy, I do not see an issue with special exceptions as long as my friend Pinky swears no more rules will be broken because he was targeted by breaking the policy somehow. Come on, tell your boy to move on. This guy says, no, he cheated. F off. There's almost no one on his side for this. No one. No one cares to look into the situation. Everyone has just written it off as the guy's a cheater. F that guy. Stay banned forever. Get effed for even bringing up the topic, I guess. You're guilty until proven innocent, apparently. Guilty until proven innocent. This guy's situation is niche. And you might think, well, he had the cheats on his computer, right? The art money cheats. Those cheats don't work in Destiny 2. They don't. No one has ever been banned in Destiny 2 for using art money and effectively showing art money doing something to cheat in Destiny 2. Until I see video evidence of art money adding currency to your game in Destiny 2, doing something to make you cheat in Destiny 2, I'm not going to believe that art money, which is a cheating program for a different game, was used in Destiny 2. That's how evidence works, and that's how my logical reasoning works. That's how it works, okay? So the day I see the video evidence of someone using art money and cheating in Destiny 2, then I'm going to go, aha, there it is. Maybe Cruz did that, so therefore I'm going to be on the side of keep him banned. No evidence for that. So you're creating a fictional narrative where this guy cheated when there's just no evidence for it at all. There's just none. I don't understand how people come to the logical conclusion that he cheated. Crazy time, man. Last time I cheated was in GTA San Andreas. Unbelievable, dude. You should go to jail for that, heretics. Anyways, we wanted to bring you an update on the situation because it's become quite a spicy topic on social media. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.